Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Hicks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have a picture here from the NBA 8-game card for you. Also, picks from college basketball. Well, if we get a cap rear from NHL, we'll get you NHL. But don't worry, Rod has you covered at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with the Daily Dangle. Guys, give us that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps to build up our audience when you do that. So let's say hello to cappers and get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Chris, what's happening?
Not much. Coming off a 2-0 day there. Had the Saints and then had the Steelers, which either way, no matter how that would have went last night, I had him at 3.5. So he missed it, so we still just won out right there. But crazy game there, coming all the way down to the missed field goal, missed extra point, all kinds of things there. So definitely good day there, and just ready to get to today.
Yeah, kicking. Of course, the Ravens giving up that touchdown to Rodgers. I was worried about that. Big games, I'm always worried about that Ravens pass defense. It's something that I've always worried about here. We've seen it so many times. I remember a wild game. I think it was Peyton Manning was it Broncos or Colts when he made that like 60-yard pass on the Ravens. This is going back probably 15 years, but that is still in my memory bank here with that Ravens pass defense coughing it up there. I had the Steelers as well. That was my best bet coming. That was my only play. I kind of went light because of the scenarios, but I regret not doing more because I think I had a lot of it pegged here as far as the situational handicapping goes there. But we'll get to it today, guys. New day today on Monday, new week. Of course, we're looking forward to the college football playoffs. Just take note, it's Thursday, Friday this week with the semifinal rounds because the NFL playoffs take over Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So we have a good week coming up. Appreciate everybody in the chat there. Ready to roll here for this week here. Yeah, Ron Hahn finished pretty good yesterday. And, of course, the Lions got it done. Yep, the Lions got it done there. No doubt about that. Pistons and Lions. Pistons got it done as well. We'll see what they do today. Let's get started here with the NBA. It's, again, another 8-game card. We'll do the first 4 here to start off. Knicks and Pistons. We're seeing here Knicks from 3 to 2.5. Total sits 233 here. Bulls and Celtics. We've got the Celtics laying 11.5. Total 235. Hawks and Raptors. Well, we got the Raptors here laying 3. Total 234.5. And then we go to the Suns and Rockets. It is the Rockets 8.5. There's a 9 popping up right now here. Total sits here 222.5. We'll take a look at the injury report here for these series of games. Let me just hit a refresh to see if there's any updates here on the injury report. For the Knicks, it'll be Hart and Shamet out. Detroit here on a back-to-back. Duran and Harris are out. LeVert questionable. For the Bulls and the Celtics, we've got Collins, Flowers, Giddey, Smith out. White is questionable. We know Tatum's still showing up here on the injury report. He's going to be out extended time here. For Atlanta and Toronto in this block, we've got Trae Young out. The three-point shooter, Kennard, is questionable. Portal out for Toronto. And the big one early on tonight, Suns and Rockets. Green out. Allen is questionable for Phoenix. It'll be Sengun out for Houston. Van Fleet still showing on the report. As you know, Steven Adams here is questionable. We go right on over to Chris.
Looking at a couple of these first ones here, I'm going to take Chicago going into Boston. Boston coming off a long road trip here there, so I'll take the points with Chicago. This is Boston's first home game in a while. There, as long as RJ Barrett's in, I know Trae Young is out and everything. I'm going to take Toronto. I think I've got them. It's like -3.5. Maybe I have to see that line's at. Anyway, I'm going to take Toronto at home. So RJ Barrett's back. I can back the Raptors -3.5 there. Phoenix, Houston, 2 teams doing well, but Phoenix does really well on the road. 11-7 on the road there. So I'm going to take the points with Phoenix getting 8.5 is what I've got it right now.
There we go here with Chris. Say what I think about these games here. Yeah, I'm going to be here on Detroit as well. Sorry, I'm looking at yesterday's games. Hang on 1 second. What did I do? I did not hit the right one. But yeah, I'm gonna still be on Detroit as a home dog here, even though it is a back-to-back situation here. Let me just get myself together here when I get back to my notes here. But I know I'm going to be on the Pistons plus the points. They've been pretty good at home this season. Let's see. We are 1-5, right? We are 1-5. Should have refreshed that. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to be here on the Pistons here. Pistons have covered 2 of 3 with good defense. We look at the Knicks, a losing record on the road, 7-8, but they're going up 119 points per 100 possessions. They missed the cover in 8 of 9 with issues shooting the basketball. So I'll look at the Pistons here. Even though it's a back-to-back, I'll take them in this spot. yeah, with RJ back, going to look at Toronto in this one. Atlanta here allowing 122 points per game over the past 2 weeks. Hawks have failed to cover 8 of 12 with bad defense. 4 of 6 covers for Toronto with good defense. I'll look at the Raptors there. Yeah, I agree with Chris there. I like the Bulls here. Tough spot for the Celtics coming off that long road trip. They played that late game. It was a late night game Saturday night in LA. Then they had to make that cross-country flight there and then they have an evening game their time. But if they're still on Pacific time, it's like 4:30 Pacific time. So tough spot there for that long trip from back west here and late night game. And I'll look at the Bulls here plus the points. And that one, Suns. Yeah, I can only look at the Suns plus the points. Rockets have stopped playing defense all of a sudden. We've seen the Rockets over the past 2 weeks give up 49% shooting, 42% from three. They've missed the cover in 8 of 12 with spots of poor defense. The Suns over the past 2 weeks have defended the three-point line very well and overall. So I agree there with the Suns plus the points. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we'll close out the NBA with these final four. Hornets and Thunder. We got the Thunder here laying 15.5 here, total 233.5. Nuggets and Sixers. We got the Sixers here laying 11.5, total 230.5. Nuggets on a back-to-back. Here, Jazz and Trailblazers. It is Portland 6. There's a 6.5 popping up, total 242. Warriors and Clippers. We have seen another change of favorite here. We've seen the Warriors now favored. The money, I saw one not too long ago here with the Clippers. It's now the Warriors 1.5 and 1 here. Total sits here 225.5. Let me refresh that injury report to see what's going on there because this one's been bouncing back and forth. When I shot the video, the Clippers were the 1-point favorite, but that has changed here just a minute ago. It's about here. So let's take a look here at the injuries here for this slate of games here. We're going to look here at Charlotte and OKC. We've got Kalkbrenner, Plumlee, and Williams here out for Charlotte. Saloon here is questionable. Miller, Kneipel, and Debate here are all probable. For OKC, Deng and Topic are out. The bad Jalen Williams is doubtful. Hartenstein questionable. We go to Nuggets and Sixers. No Bates, no Cameron Johnson. We know Jokic is out. Valanciunas also out for Denver. For Philadelphia, no Oubre, no Watford. Embiid there is questionable. Looks like Aaron Gordon may be coming back here. And Braun looks to be in the starting lineup here for the Denver Nuggets. So take note, Braun and Gordon off the report right now for the Nuggets. Warriors and Clippers. We've just seen a change of favorite again in this one. We've got the Warriors will be without Seth Curry. For the Clippers, Bogdanovich, Jones, Paul still out. We know Paul can't be traded or can't be released till later, not probably another month here. Niederhauser questionable, but no other news here on this. Why we got to change a favorite all of a sudden? Nope, there we go. Still no change there. On Utah and Portland, Ace Braley and Nurkic are questionable. Love and Niang out. On the Portland side, still Jeremy Grant, Scoot, Holiday, Thibault, Wesley out. R. Williams here. Robert Williams, the rebounder, questionable there for Portland. We go on over to Chris.
Yeah, first game I'm looking at here, Denver, Philadelphia. Give me the points with Denver there. I don't think Philadelphia's blowing them out. Go all the way back to the last season, 2025 season, carried on through this. And you look at Philadelphia's a home favorite, 5-20, like against the spread. No way. If Braun's back in there, Gordon's back in there, those are scores in there. Even if Joker's out, it's just way too many points for Philadelphia to be putting on them. So I'm going to take Denver there. I'm going to take Utah. Portland, not good as a home favorite, 1-4 against the spread there, just not good. They're missing a lot of key components there. So I think Utah gets that done. Maybe watching closer to time to see what exactly happened in that Golden State, because with at the time when it was Clippers were -1, I was on that side. So I mean, I don't know. That's a weird change there. So I'd be cautious on that. May see what happens in the happy hour there. If anything comes out further, may need to watch that. And then just a slight lean to Charlotte, especially if Kneipel's in there. He's really good rookie. But just a slight lean there. OKC has been covering some of these larger spreads, but I think Charlotte can hang in there, but just a slight lean.
There we go with Chris. What I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to be on the Charlotte side. OKC here missed the cover in 4 of 7. Issues rebounding the basket, but also 3-point shooting and defending here. You look over the past couple of weeks, OKC 35% from 3, but giving up 40% from beyond the arc. we know Charlotte can shoot. You got Miller, you got Ball, you Kneipel up there. These guys are good shooters over the past 2 weeks, 47%, 42% from three, back-to-back here for OKC. So I'll take the Hornets with Charlotte with all those points. Also here, I'll look under with Denver and Philadelphia. Gordon, a rebounder, also defensive presence around the hole. I think he can make a difference here back in the lineup. I'm still concerned here about the scoring here for Denver. Without Jokic, we saw it's depressed here as well, and it's also a back-to-back spot here for Denver. So I'll look under in that one. Looking here at this Philadelphia team, they defended well over the past 2 weeks. I'm going to take the under in that one. Yeah, I'm going to be here on the Clippers side. I mean, it was just Boston just went crazy wild hitting their threes. I think they took 55 threes in that game. They made they made a very high percentage there. 47% from three. Those Celtics there in that game just going wild. So I don't think so. I don't expect the Warriors to shoot at that high percentage. So I'll take the Clippers there. Clippers have been defending pretty well. We've seen them win 6 of 7. So I'll look at them in that spot. Utah and Portland. I mean, Portland is an under team. Utah's an over team. Portland's at home. Give me the under there. What is this? Well, it's come down from 244. I'll tell you that. 241 and a half, 242. So this one has come significantly under than it was about 2-3 hours ago when I did the video. So I'm going to go under in this one still. Portland here has held teams at 34% from three over the past 3, and they've gone under. They've been trending under considerably here. What is it? Portland here. Let's see here. It's first home game for the Trailblazers on 3-game road trip. They shot poorly there, but they've gone under in 8 of 9. This Trailblazers team. Shooting is the issue here for Portland, so I like the under in this one. All right, I think I got Al Ninos back in the lineup here. Al Ninos, what's happening?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Running a little late today, doing all right. Took a couple losses yesterday, ended up 1-2. So looking for a big bounce back today. How are you guys doing?
Well, you guys are doing all right. Well, we just finished NBA, so you can just give us what you got in the NBA today.
All right, let's go through it real quick. I ended up with in that early game, I got the I'll take the over in that Knicks Pistons game with the Knicks 20 and 15. The over. The Pistons are 500 on the totals, but playing at a slower pace and maybe a step slower today. Playing their second game in 2 nights. I think that shows up more on the defensive end though. So I'll take this game to go over the total. Bulls Boston. Yeah, I like the points with the Bulls here. I guess a lot of people disagree with me as this number keeps climbing. I don't know if it's injury related here, maybe some updates on Kobe White, but yeah, still a big question mark there. Either way, I think I like the points with the Bulls there. Hawks, Raptors. I'd probably lean to the Raptors at home in that one. Yeah, I know the Hawks are getting healthier and all that, but I still think the Raptors should get it done there at home. Suns, Rockets, yeah, tough spot there for the Suns on the back-to-back, so may just back them in the first half here and leave so to avoid them gassing out in that second half or whatever. So I'll take Suns plus the points in the first half. Hornets, OKC. Another total I looked at this way. This one the other way though. I went under in that one. OKC is 18 and 17, the under. The Hornets 18 and 16, the under, and another team that plays at a pretty slow pace. So I'll take the under in that one. And moving on. Nuggets, Phillies. Well, that's a big spread. If you like the Phillies, again, just take them to win both halves rather than lay all those numbers. If anything, as far as the spread's concerned, I'd probably lean to grabbing the points, although, yeah, it hasn't been pretty for the Nuggets lately.
But they have Gordon and Braun coming back, it looks like.
They do. Yeah. It looks like they're questionable, but sorry. Are they off the injury report?
They're off the injury report, yeah. They look to me like they're off. Yeah. That's based on yesterday's note. That's based on yesterday.
Still see a little asterisk next to their names, if you will, but yeah, no question mark tags there. Warriors, Clippers. That should be a pretty fun one as well. I'd lean to the Clippers getting it done at home there with just the way they've been playing lately. But again, should be a pretty good one. And again, if Curry goes off, it's going to be hard to keep up with him. But I'll side with the Clippers in that one, and that will wrap it up for me.
There we go with El Ninos. All right, we'll continue on here. College basketball, we said we'll start blocks. We'll start blocks today. In this first block, we'll cover the games at 5 Eastern all the way to 7:30 Eastern there. So the degenerate game, Columbia Cornell, all the way until the 7:30 Eastern games, and we'll get us started with Chris.
First one, looking at here, Nebraska, Ohio State. Nebraska plus 2.5 here. Dogs on the road. I'm going to take Nebraska there. 2-1 conference, 1-0 on the away. Ohio State just not covering, 1-2 against conference, 3-5 at home. So I'd take Nebraska there. Another one in this block I'm looking at is going to be Stephen F. Austin versus McNeese, plus 10.5 there for Stephen F. Austin. Just slight lean to Stephen there. They're doing really well against conference, 5-0, 10-2. 5-2 on the way. 10-2 would be versus Division I opponents, but I look more at the away, 5-2 there in conference, 5-0. So I'll take a lean to Stephen F. Austin with all those points.
There we go with Chris for first block to El Ninos, college hoops.
Yeah, I was leaning towards the points there with Nebraska, and that Ohio State game should be a good one. Obviously, Ohio State at home, but hey, Nebraska's yet to lose, so could this be their first loss? Yeah, it could, I guess, but I'd like them to keep it rolling here. So I'll side with Nebraska. Yes, I'll take the points in that one. If you want to take the money line, go ahead, but I like the points there. Also looking at Lamar over Southeast Louisiana there. Yeah, Louisiana got the home court, but just 1-3 there. Lamar 4-3 on the road, so I'll take Lamar to get the job done in that one.
All right, with El Ninos, what do you think about this game? Yeah, I'm going to cover the degenerate one here. I'll take Cornell here, laying the 2 points here against Columbia. I know Columbia has a pretty good resume, but they played a lot of weak competition, and they're also 233. They're also 332nd in the nation in turning the ball over. I do not like these teams that turn the ball over, especially as they open up Ivy League play. You're Ivy League, you shouldn't be turning the ball over. Come on, you shouldn't be choking on your saliva. So they don't put a lot of ball pressure either. So Cornell's not going to be. Cornell, they're a very good shooting team at home and overall. Heck, they put up 97 on Michigan State, even though they lost. But they that's still an accomplishment, putting 97 on the Spartans. So I got to look here at the Big Red to get it done here. Cornell laying the 2 there. I agree here. I like Nebraska plus the 3. They're winning close games. Ohio State has missed a cover in 4 of 5. Ohio State struggles to come at the free throw line. See, that's key here. So we got a close one possession game. You can't make your free throws. That's usually the difference between covering and not covering. Nebraska has secured the basketball in the Big Ten. They hit 39% in conference. They make 81% of their free throws. Hope they get calls in Ohio State. We'll see. But still, I'll look at Nebraska plus the points there. All right, let's continue here on the 20 Morning Show. We'll close out college hoops with the games that go from 8 Eastern time all the way. That's it. We just have
small card today.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot here in that late block here, so it's just going to be. No, hang on a second. Let me arrange my time sorting. My time sorting went out of whack here. Let's see here. Go back and do it. All right, here we go. We're going to cover in this slot the games from only games at 8 Eastern. That's all we got. Yeah. 8 Eastern and 8:30 Eastern time. So not a whole lot of games out west today. So there we go. So 8 Eastern and include 8:30 Eastern. We start here with Chris.
I only want to look at this late block. USC, Michigan State. I've got minus 10.5 with Michigan State. Give me that there. Michigan State, I think, is just going to do a lot better in this than USC. USC just not covering 1-2 versus conference, and just they're shooting the ball pretty decently. But I Michigan State's got a nice 3-point percentage there. Good field goal percentage, averaging 79 points per game. They are holding opponents to 65 typically, and a field goal percentage of 38.8%. So I think Michigan State wins it big here. So I'm going to take all those points and have them cover big.
There we go with Chris on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, the big favorite I liked in this one, and this is something you're not going to hear me say often, but yeah, I'll lay the big number there with Alabama A&M. Just been a very rough season for Mississippi Valley State. They're coming at 1-14.
Rough decade.
Yeah, maybe more than maybe more than the rough season. They did get their lone win at home, so they are 1-2 at home, which is a lot better than their 1-14 overall record. But still think Alabama and M should go in there and get this one done comfortably. Yeah, maybe a bit of a homer pick, but I liked USC. But I will give it a different look. We'll go USC first half here, so at least keep it competitive early.
Yeah, here we go. USC first half from El Ninos. Yeah, usually that's what you see, right? Teams run away here. That's what Michigan State. I like Michigan State here. They defend very well at home. Trojans have missed the cover in 3 of 4. Turnover is an issue. So you play that loose style of play. Then you play disciplined teams. That's where you're going to turn the ball over. But, man, USC against the Big Ten, 16th in offensive efficiency, only 31% from 3, 46% around the hole. Here's the issue here with USC defensively here in the Big Ten. Weak on the glass defensively and giving up 58% from inside. So, again, like we've talked about with these Big Ten teams, they will kill you in the paint. And this USC team, just not structured here to play Big Ten basketball. That's the way it is. Same with UCLA. I always hear this UCLA coach bellyache, but until you start recruiting Big Ten, muscle, you're going to get pounded in this conference, especially on the road. So that's you're going to play the finesse game. It's not going to work in this conference. So the sooner they figure it out, the better, in my opinion. All right, we'll continue here on the Tony Morning Show. We got you through our college basketball. We'll go to the hockey board for today. We got the Daily Dangle with Rod coming up later today at 1 Eastern time. So let me pull up the games here we got here for today. I think I pulled up the wrong one. Yeah, but I did pull up tomorrow's by mistake. So let me get this one off the board here for tomorrow. We'll get today's games here. And we got 5 on the board. Ducks, the Capitals. Capitals $1.45, total 6.5. Mammoth and Rangers, $1.10, both sides, total 5.5. Red Wings and Senators. Senators $1.51, total of 6. Kraken and Flames. Flames $1.57, total 5.5. Wild and Kings. Kings at home. Dogs. Wild here, $1.17, total 5.5. Over to El Ninos.
Yeah, gonna look at these 3 early ones here. First up, I like the Rangers at home. Again, getting a better price now than they opened up at. I guess some people like the value on the Mammoth. Just can't blame them. They haven't been terrible. And the Rangers have been far from perfect themselves. Playing some really inconsistent hockey, but I think this is a spot where, they're pretty healthy. They had been dealing with quite a few injuries throughout the season. Now they're getting healthier. And I think they get the job done at home here. So I'll take the Rangers in that one. Caps, Ducks. Can't really hate anyone for taking the dog in this one. But, again, I'm aside with the home favorite in this one again. Another team that has been far from consistent, these Capitals. But when it's all said and done, and the Ducks got off to a real hot start to their season, but starting to fall off a little bit. So I think the Capitals capitalize on that and get the job done at home. Laying a little bit of juice with them. Again, could look at the puck line a little bit to knock that juice down, but I'll take the Capitals there, mostly money line, to get the job done. Red Wings, Senders. Senders coming off a couple wins. Red Wings just dropped a couple, but I think this is a spot where we can take a shot on the road dogs, so that's what I'll be doing here. I'll take the Red Wings with a little bit of plus money and hope they get the job done on the road there.
There with El Nino. So we got your sports covered for you for today. Now it's time for our parlay purple segment, where our cap is given a parlay, team, player, prop, game of the future. We start with Chris.
We'll take a 3-teamer in the NBA. We're going to take all these points today. We'll take Denver, Phoenix, and we'll take Chicago with the points as well. And your goal scorer is going to be Beckett Seneca with the Ducks.
There we go with Chris. On over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I'll take the Bulls. I'll take the Clippers, and we'll wrap it up with the. Sorry, let's do that 2-teamer today.
Good teamer for me. Yeah, 3-teamer for me. I'll take Nebraska plus the points with the Bulls as well, plus the points, and I'll lay it here with the Raptors because we can find 2.5s now and 3s. The hook's off that 3 in many places right now. All right, we got you through our Parlay Purple segment. Now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Head into a big week of action. Of course, football playoffs be coming back here on Thursday. NFL playoffs here for the weekend. And, of course, if you head on over to our site at Tony'sPicks.com, you'll find our best bets and premium plays available for sale right now. And, of course, we'll see what Chris has for sale today over at Tony's Picks. Chris off to a great start here in 2026. Also been on fire last 30 days. 900 units of profit. This is all based on $100 unit wager size. Chris, what do you got for sale?
Oh, light card today. I kept it light with just one NBA so far. Now maybe watching some injury news and injury reports later, so you may get something late steam action there. So we'll be watching that. But for right now, I do have my best bet. It's my favorite play on the board. So we've got that up for you. And then once we have a little bit more conference tournaments, SEC in basketball, you guys know I cover that. Definitely have you some college basketball coming up as we get into these conference play. And then NFL playoffs and everything. We're going to have that. I will have you some for the college football playoff games this weekend. So hop on something long term. We're starting Monday. You know, a 7-day pass that'll get you through the week and get you all that action that I cover there. And 2-for-1 capper, pair me up. You guys see who's doing well. You see who's on the show doing well. So pair us up. Let's go to work for you. And then use that promo code Tony T at checkout. Save you the 15%. And I'm just keep trying to do well.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Chris over at Tony's Picks. You see great results here from Chris here. He's got his best bet on the board from the NBA. Of course, remember, all of our one-day passes, they are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit. Amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Or as Chris mentioned here, get that 7-day pass. A lot of action in that 7 days. As mentioned, NFL playoffs. It's the wild card round, 6 games. Also, college football playoffs, NBA, NHL, college hoops. All these sports overlapping. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling on with Al Nino's right now over at Tony's Picks for today's card. Al's been off to a good start here in 2026 as well, showing some good profit here based on her unit wager size. So we'll see what Al has for sale today over at Tony's Picks.
Yeah, just my lone NHL play so far. Should get there in the NBA as well. Definitely looking at a couple games I like better than the others, but should have 1 or 2 plays in the NBA. Might even sneak one of those NHLs that you heard here as well in there. So do like those NHL picks. I gave out quite a bit as well. But yeah, look for so keep an eye out for those, and go check out that power play that's up there, or grab one of those long-term 2-for-1 capper passes. Pair me up with your favorite capper and get all those team plays emailed right to you.
That's right, guys. Got a board here with Al Nino's over at Tony's Picks. You can see the play up there right now. Power play from the NHL from Al Nino's. But again, you can also get on board here on the long-term subscriptions. Remember, all of our member plays are in the system here by 11 a.m. Eastern time. But we continue to handicap throughout the day and night, looking for those winners for you guys with late steam plays. Late steamer plays that we put in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those are emailed right into your inbox using the email you use when you sign up for the service. That's late steam. And also props also included, no extra charge. We have automated our prop system for the NBA, NFL, NHL. So that's also offered at no extra charge. So great value here on the long-term subscriptions. And remember, the promo code Tony T saves you that 15% off and 2-for-1 cap promotion. So you can match up your 2 favorite cappers here with Al Nino's and with Chris in the 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can see it's very easy to do that right here and start saving and go ahead and get signed up. All right, guys, over on the side right now, I got 2 best bets on the board, one from the NBA, one from college hoops. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Of course, remember the promo code Tony T saves that 15% off. And you can also match me up with your favorite capper. Get signed up. All right, guys, with you here every day here at 9:30 a.m. each time. It is the Tony's Picks morning show. A lot of great content on our YouTube channel. Contributing cappers up here contributing to us. So head on over to YouTube and type in Tony's Picks. And over there, you're going to go ahead and find our content that's up there. Of course, we got our lives whenever we're live. You'll see that right on the top. But you always want to start on the homepage. Very easy to find our content on the homepage there because you'll find my compilation videos up there right now. Some college hoops, some NBA. We got Chris's hit list. The props are up right now here from NHL's up on the board right now. We also have some of our NFL. We have NFL playlists up there, college football playlists. This will fill up as we get in. Oh, I forgot. Buried the lead. we do have the FCS championship game today between Illinois State and Montana State. Ramon's got that. I told you to have it covered. He follows the FCS. So the FCS championship game, there is football today, in case you didn't know that. The FCS title game between Illinois State and Montana State. Ramon's got that pick for you right here on the college football playlist. Check it out. NBA playlist looks like Biller has been red hot. He's in there right now with a play for you today from the NBA. I've got plays in there as well from the NBA, but we're ready to roll here. College hoops action in there. I've got you covered today, as well as Ramon in there, heavy with the college basketball for you there today. Also, NHL predictions here. We got Ramon in there. Also, Alessandro. Alessandro also has a lot of coverage today on the site today from from all the sports, college hoops as well. He's in there as well. Of course, all of our videos, all of our shorts ready to roll here. As you can see, we're rocking and rolling here, ready here for this big Monday coming up for you as well. So a lot of great content up on the channel. So check it out over at Tony Speaks YouTube. Our live shows, we got 5 live shows on our channel, including our morning show, Night Moves, the overnight show, 3 a.m. Eastern time. Ramon gave you and DeAndre gave you a complete rundown on the entire card for today. That's up right now here on the Night Moves for you there. Also, Alessandro with the Look Ahead show, back healthy here, midnight Eastern time. With Alessandro, we get ahead of those line moves, get those early picks from Alessandro, go back and watch the replay here on the Look Ahead show. Also, we've got Rod with the Daily Dangle complete rundown on the NHL. Rod will be here at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Also back with the happy hour here at 5 p.m. Eastern time, as they'll have a complete rundown on all the late news, all the late updates for you guys from the injury reports and the goalie situation there. So 5 live shows. Hit that subscription, hit that thank you, that live. Hit that thumbs up, and we greatly appreciate that there, guys. So lots of great content. Even the shorts are all filled up with a lot of content there, guys. Check it out. Of course, Chris, that hit list has been very popular here on the channel.
Yeah, definitely popular there. I think we just got one of our touchdown scores yesterday, but NFL was weird, so thankfully that's over until the playoffs. But yeah, I've got you 5 goal scorers out there today, 1 from each game. Then I give you the extra one here today. As long as I've got data, you guys will have a video. We've got some more hockey tomorrow, and then once we get back into college or to NFL this weekend coming up, you guys will have your touchdown scores as well. And then probably once hockey goes for that time they're off because of the Olympics, then we'll dive into doing some basketball with 3 points and triple double, double double, those kind of props as well. So we'll get that later once we don't have hockey for a brief moment. But as long as I got data, you guys will have a video every day.
Very good. There, yeah, guys, check it out. That prop playlist there for Chris's hit list. That's been a very popular video here on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Of course, El Nino's have you here on the mornings. We do some on-demand content, but we see a lot here in the mornings as well as on the reels.
Yeah, mostly morning shows lately, but keep an eye out for those doggy videos, them shorts, and meantime, just make sure you check out all the other great content we got over at Tony Speaks YouTube channel.
Yep, a lot of great content there on the YouTube channel, guys. So as I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, thumbs up, and of course, set notifications. So you want to be notified when we're dropping videos. Also, when we're live with these 5 live shows, all of our live shows, our chat interacts. So you can interact with our cappers here in the chat when you check us out here on the YouTube channel or any of our live shows for that matter, whether it's a live, whether it's the Daily Dangle. We'll be here answering all your questions and responding to your chats. Appreciate super chat here from our friend Auburn War Eagle. Appreciate that. Good morning to you as well. Good luck there to Ron Hahn. Scipio TCG, thanks for your comments. Ron Hahn in there. Michigan State to cover. Clippers. He likes the Clippers. Michigan State and USC here. What do we got here? Michigan State under. Likes the under in that one. I was kind of looking at that one side myself. His 3-teamer there would be including the Pistons, of course. Why not? They're plus the 3, but I better find that 3 because it's going to. I was seeing 2.5s out there, so there's still a 3 out there.
No Red Wings in there.
Yeah, no Red Wings, right? No Red Wings from our man Ron Hahn. I don't know. They may be on his not bet list. I don't know. All right. It'll be a postseason without the Lions. I don't know who he'll go for. Will it be a Bear fan? I don't know. We'll see what he thinks. Well, Bear Packers. Definitely Bear and Packers too from the NFC North got in there. We'll see what happens. Of course, we did find out the Falcons fired their coach. The Atlanta Falcons fired the coach, and Cleveland fired the coach. Cincinnati's going to retain their coach. That came out just a second. So India will also retain the coach. this is, because this is what they call Black Monday, right? When they fire all the coaches on Monday. So there you go. Appreciate their Ron Hot Patriots. Okay, he likes the Patriots already. We'll see what happens here. Shout out to CalDog getting back to work. Appreciate you there as well. All right, that's gonna do it for the show. Any closing thoughts from you guys before we close it out?
Just make it a winning day, guys.
Good luck.
That's right, guys. Make it a winning day. Good luck to everyone. Bye, guys. Make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show.